start. I'm starting all the streams and all going well. We're going to have we are going live. Oh yeah. Starting all the streams and all going well. Okay.
We're live.
We are live. Welcome to week 52. We are on the 7th of August 2023. And I can hear myself. I gotta turn that down. Hope you guys are well. This is 1 year of turning up every week.
Yeah, it is. It's like, every single week for 52 weeks, we have turned up and we're here. Yes, the last 3 weeks have been a little bit dodgy, but that's all right. We still recorded. We still did it.
We still turned up and we still recorded it and we still did what we had to do.
Yeah.
And we've uploaded all those shows. So there was the 2 Berlin shows, which are definitely worth looking at because we've got guests. They were Gerardo and Evelyn were our first guests on the show. And that was super cool. And they were talking about the circular economy that's happening in Berlin, Usulatan, El Salvador. That's a organically driven community up there at the moment. Up, when I say up, they're 1,000 meters up. It's a little town on the edge of a volcano. That's where the geothermal mining is happening and stuff like that. So that's super cool. Go check those out. Last week was our first week back here. Unfortunately, we found out that the fiber line had been ripped out of its junction box. Where it was either a branch falling down or a squirrel doing something crazy.
Yeah.
And so that was.
Or the neighbour's kids swinging off it.
Could have been. Okay, I'm going to go through a whole heap of our stuff. Thank you very much. Sats shout out to everyone who sends us sats or sends them to the other people we put on the side there. This week we have the MASH QR code. So any sats that are sent to that QR code on the edge of the screen there will go to our MASH wallet. And you can get a free MASH wallet as well. MASH is going to be in our services this week, which is along the middle, down the bottom here. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested, because it's a really cool free service tool to onboard people, and you can also do self-custody.
Yep.
We received $10 of sats via our Strike wallet this week, which was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. And it came in as USDT, and the first thing I did was convert it to Bitcoin. Thank you. So that was pretty funny. The Bitcoin Beach wallet hasn't had anything for about 24 days now, which is all good because they were those 3 weeks that we've basically been offline, and we actually had the Bitcoin Berlin team's QR code up here. So we really hope that a whole heap of sats have gone to them over the last 2 or 3 weeks, which would be super cool. And then Get Orbi has been pretty quiet this week because we've actually been pretty quiet this week because we've just basically had a bit of a down week at home. Didn't do as much posting on Nosta. I think there was like a 21 sat and a 10 sat zap or something, which is super cool still. One of them was actually fuel soap.
Yeah.
Right. So check out the photos today because you will see, and I need to change the focus, you will see Nicki doing some soap stuff, and that was what we got zapped for. So that was pretty cool. Sign up to our newsletter, link down in the description down below. There's also a link to our MASH profile page, which you can have one of these free profile pages as well. And there's other services that do this, and I will share those going forward as well.
Yep.
But this week it's the MASH profile page in the description. Also, we have our Geyser campaign. Sign up to our newsletter. Nicki gave away our free call.
Yes,
so
last week.
Yes, thank you to whoever that person is. Contact us if you want to have a chat. We always enjoy talking to people who are interested in what's happening down here and sharing our life in Bitcoin. And that, hang on, let me just check. Sorry, I'm doing 3 things in my head at the same time. Go down a little bit. So the Bitcoin Farmers Market is coming up this Sunday in El Zonte. If you want to go check that out. Will we be going?
We will be going.
Will we be going as guests or will we be going as sellers?
We may be going as sellers.
Oh.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So more on that.
More on that. Adopting Bitcoin. If you don't have tickets, get tickets. We've got a 10% discount code which will come up soon in a moment on the side here. There it is. And there's also a link in the description. It's going to be a great event. Apparently, Nicki read.
So they've sold 3 times as many tickets at this point in time compared to what they did last year. So that's awesome. That's really cool. So it could be quite a big event this year. We're really looking forward to going again. We really enjoyed it last year.
Yeah. And we think that that's testament to a couple of things. One, that the people who went last year are excited about going again this year. We're part of that group. We also have a whole of friends who are like, man, I'm getting tickets straight away, that are living here and they're definitely going. If you want to come and visit and take a look, we had a great time last year and we're looking forward to it this year. Cool workshops for beginners and advanced people. It's a really high signal event. Salvadorans, $21 ticket if you contact them directly.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to go for Monday.
Going for Monday.
For Monday. Let's do it.
Clicker's working.
It is working.
All right, Monday's pretty much a standard Monday for us. We get up, yoga, breath work. Then we get stuck in. We have a lot of work meetings Monday mornings. We lost the internet. So about 2:30 on Monday, we lost the internet. So that was a bit of a bummer. And luckily we have the internet on our phone, so we could hotspot. But of course that data moves pretty quick and it's not as easy to do the live, so we did miss out doing the live. We still recorded it and then we put it up when we did get internet, so that was cool. We planned of course for our newsletter, got that all sorted, and then you will see a photo come up at some point of me cutting soap. So one of my little projects, here we go.
Here it is.
One of the projects I've been working on, which I'm really, really enjoying, is Beef Back Better has a whole lot of tallow. So I've really missed getting some really nice soaps, so I decided to learn how to soap make. So I've been making tallow soap. So this farmers market on Sunday, we will be there and we will have some new tallow soaps. So we've got like a harmonizing blend here, which is really lovely. And then I've also done an exfoliation coffee, so a stimulating morning soap as well. Plus there's extra, so there's going to be about 4 different types of soaps this Sunday market. And then in 2 weeks' time there'll be another 2 or 3, so different types. Because you actually, when you make soap, you have to let it sit, and the soapification process takes 4 to 6 weeks. So you need to make sure it sits and you rotate it and get some air through and dries out, extracts the water, the surplus water that's in the soap, so your bar doesn't dissolve on you straight away, and this means that your soaps actually last a lot longer. So exciting.
It is exciting.
So
I'm really enjoying having the real soap in the in the bathroom. It's better than the other stuff we're buying. There's a whole heap of it there. That's got stamps in it, I think.
Yeah, some have got stamps here, so this weekend won't have stamps, the following one will, which is cool. And then we went for a really lovely evening walk after our recording, and the sunset was beautiful. We do have the photo of that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
As you said, Tuesday was quite quiet.
We had no internet, but we still did a lot of work, and we had Spanish lessons. Well, Nicki had a Spanish lesson.
Yes.
I just do my normal Duolingo, but Nicki's talking to Evelyn from Bitcoin Berlin, from the Bitcoin Berlin team.
Yes.
They have online, what would you call it? Remote lessons.
Lessons, yeah.
If you would like to learn Spanish with Salvadorans, these guys are starting to do lessons. Either get in touch with us or Bitcoin Berlin, and they can organize those. Now, something that is super cool is we know some people the team up there joined a hackathon, and their hackathon was to create an ebook to actually teach Bitcoin Spanish and Bitcoin English. So it's a dual purpose book. It will help the Spanish speakers up there learn more Bitcoin English, and then they will be able to teach us more Bitcoin Spanish.
Yes, which is really cool.
So if you want if you want a Spanish lesson that is more Bitcoin orientated, keep an eye out, because Bitcoin Berlin are working on a super cool project which is in a hackathon at the moment, and we're really excited to do that with them as well.
Yeah.
So just if anyone's curious, like the data here, we had to buy extra data in Berlin to get us through the month because the internet was down there as well. We bought 10 gigs for, I think it was $10 or something.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a huge expense for us to run. Well, it didn't seem to be, but the video calls sucked it up a bit for work. But Yeah, we got through it.
Yeah, and one of the other things, I suppose, is that we do get some questions in regards to how good is the internet here. Normally the internet is actually really good, and it's only because of an incident like our cable got broken. I mean, it's not like it's gone out, it's actually had been broken. And then up in Berlin there was also something had gone wrong with the cable. So it's not super normal. I mean, you might have ins and outs, but it's pretty good.
We've had great fibre internet here in El Salvador. We've got 100 megabits down, 20 up here. We pay, I believe we're paying the introductory price still, which was meant to end, but anyway, don't jinx it, James. But the internet here is pretty good. Fibre is awesome. The only interruptions are normally like falling palms out of the coconut trees or squirrels doing gymnastics. Yeah,
absolutely.
Wednesday.
Okay, so we finally the Claro team could turn up on Wednesday morning, so we waited for them to turn up, and they came in, fixed it up pretty quick. They actually rewired or re-fibered right from about 100 meters away. 50 metres away, all the way through to our place,
probably 100
as
by
well
the
as
time
the
you
neighbours.
do the leg.
Which was awesome. We then headed up to San Salvador because my phone had the aerial or something antenna had died on it, so we needed to update that. So that was interesting. We went in and we were able to find a phone that was, a little bit more expensive than it is if you buy it in the States or New Zealand, but it wasn't too bad.
You're looking about, it depends. The range isn't as good.
No.
In terms of they don't have all of the flavours like colours or memory sizes or even all of the models. They're quite limited. And you probably pay about 20% more here than you would in one of the other countries.
Yeah. So, but we got it, and that's awesome. So I'm enjoying my new phone. Then we met up with a Bitcoin friend, and we had lunch at a really cool cafe, and the quesadilla, which is a cheesecake that they make here, was divine. We were able to pay with Bitcoin, so that was really cool. So really pleased with that. Yep. We paid our rent because unfortunately our landlord doesn't accept Bitcoin, so we have to go and deposit into their bank account. Yeah. And then we went to PriceSmart, went to Walmart, and went to Super Selectos. Interesting to go to the soup, because we do live as much as possible on a Bitcoin standard. We try and pay for everything with Bitcoin. PriceSmart, not absolutely,
amazing
it's absolutely breeze.
Thank you, Athena. Thank you, PriceSmart.
Yes, it's really good. You just got to remember, if you're playing with Lightning, that you have to push the strike button.
We heard somebody actually had a really good experience using the native Lightning option.
Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
We haven't tested it ourselves.
That's fine. So there's that. Walmart,
Don't even
unless
bother.
you've got a Chivo wallet, they're not going to accept it.
And even then on Chivo wallet, it'll only be dollars.
Yeah. Super Selectos, it was quite hilarious because it was on Thursday. Of course, San Salvador had holidays.
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday, sorry. San Salvador had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So they were just about to go out on holiday. So the supermarket was crazy. Now, we didn't buy much, but we still wanted to pay with Bitcoin. So we went on the Bitcoin aisle. We would have been standing there for maybe 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes. And it wasn't anything to do with Bitcoin. It was to do with the system that they have got that they are actually using. It's nothing to do with Bitcoin, because as soon as she finally got it up and loaded, it was pretty much up to date.
So it's Super Selectos and Chivo, and both of them have done it poorly. Yeah. So Super Selectos, they've got really old tills. They're running the Chivo web browser interface, and that works okay, but basically the machines are underpowered and it doesn't load the web page as well. And what they should really be doing is Chivo should just give them a point of sale, a handheld point of sale, and then they can just accept the transaction, because we do the exact same thing at PriceSmart, but with Athena. And we know that Chivo has the handheld point of sales that they could give PriceSmart, Super Selectos, and Super Selectos it's only certain aisles that do it anyway. So it's not like they have to buy these handheld things for every single aisle. They only have to buy it for the one or two.
One aisle
Yeah,
doing it, so.
Used to be two in that supermarket.
Yeah.
So anyway.
That's good, but we were able to do it, and it was during that time. It was really interesting because we were chatting to the guy behind us, and he, his English was really, really good, and he grew up here in El Salvador. He went to one of the English-speaking schools in El Salvador, and he's set up his own business, and he said that he's promoting himself, and he's saying that he's accepting Bitcoin, and that was really cool.
Yeah,
it was actually
cool.
really good to have that conversation with him and have a chat to him. And he was blown away that we were waiting this time, and he just couldn't get over it. But that's all right.
He thought it was pretty funny. He's like, "Do you guys normally hold up all the traffic?" And we're like, "Yeah, this is regular." And he was pretty good about it. He's used Bitcoin a little bit. He makes a whole heap of stainless steel equipment for restaurants here in El Salvador, and he accepts Bitcoin as well, which is really cool to see. So that was awesome to have that conversation with him and have a chat to him and just talk to him about what's happening, why we're here, and things like that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. He actually reached out to us on the weekend.
Oh, did he? Okay.
So I followed up, which was good. All right. So Mash, we're going to talk about Mash. That's our service for this week. And my clicker pen stopped working, which everybody know. Well, if you're new to the channel, you won't know, but everyone else knows it rubs me the wrong way. I don't know why it stops.
Oh, it's done. Oh, you did.
No, I did it manually.
Okay.
I got a magic touch. All right. I'm going to refresh our Mash wallet and see if anyone's put any sats in it. No, they haven't. All right. Mash. These guys, we didn't know about them until they reached out to us one day and said, "Hey, do you mind if you take a look at our product?" So we actually had a video call with them.
We did.
We had a really good experience. And there's several things I want to point out. One, they allow you to basically add lightning features to your website by just putting in a little piece of code or a plugin. We do it with our website. If you go to njelsalvador.com, you can see down in the bottom right hand corner a Mash logo, and if you click that, it opens, it's actually a Boost logo, and that opens the ability to either A, use their built-in wallet that they offer anybody for free, or you can use your own wallet to use the services that we have integrated into our website. This is a super cool way to, sorry, I was just watching the wallet there. I thought I saw an update. This is a super cool way for people to add Lightning to their website. It's a cool way to get your users into a wallet as well, because these guys offer either a hosted wallet on their servers, or people can connect their own wallets, but it will allow new people to have a really good experience, which is cool. One of the things I also want to point out is I was going to update these Zap addresses in the top, but I had a bit of a mare doing it today. But the Zap address, as you can see in the QR code down the bottom there, is njelsalvador@getmash.cash. So you can zap that address. So I was able to zap that address from our Blink wallet, our Strike wallet without any problems, which is really cool. And then they also offer this cool QR code that we love to use in our social media profiles and things like that. So and they offer a donation page. If you'd like to see an example of the donation page, go down into the description and there should be a link to our donation page to give you an idea of what it looks like when you create one and when people visit it. Now, we haven't been, I should probably say these things up front, but we haven't been paid to say this or do this. This is just one of the services that we use. And there's no referral link or anything with this project or this product. It's purely we've used this service and we've had a great time. The really cool thing that we want to talk about is what we've done with the Bitcoin Berlin group. So if you've not been paying attention for the last 2 weeks, we've actually been running a poll using the Mash software. And how that poll works is we've gone and put up 10 different people explaining why they would like to, or what they're doing with Bitcoin and why they would like to receive a hardware wallet. You can then go to that page, read their profiles, and then you can vote for who you would like to receive the hardware wallet. Those votes are in sats. So the winner, it isn't one click per vote. You send the number of sats that will help that person win. So I'm not sharing this on screen today, but there's a link down in the description below. You can check it out. But basically, we've already had 285,000 sats, which is around $85, that have been used by 250 people.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I'm just going to quickly check because it's quite a big number. 243 people.
Yep.
243 people. Oh, sorry, I was going to go back to the other screen. 243 people have sent $85 over, I don't know how many zaps. It's a lot. Anyway, 285,000 sats to vote on this project, which is super cool.
And I think one of the big things is the people in Berlin who have, come out of their comfort zone to promote what they're doing.
Yeah.
And, we've got a 16-year-old through to someone in their 60s or, sort of late 60s. And so you've got this huge range of people in Berlin who have adopted Bitcoin, and they are talking about what Bitcoin means for them and what their their goals are, and it's so cool. It's really exciting.
Very cool.
And it's definitely this project, the zapping, was something that we actually talked to Mash about. We had a discussion with them and said, we'd love to be able to do something like this.
Yes.
And what was so cool was the fact that the Mash team were open to any suggestions we had, and having a poll was one of our suggestions. We said, we'd really love to see something like this happen. And so they built a system that we could then use.
Yeah. It's been very cool. Their support has been great. I find things that either don't work or user experiences that I want to share with people, and they've been really receptive to all those things today. So when I was creating the QR code that's going to come up here in a moment, I noticed that the quality is really low. So that's a bit of a pain in the bum for creating a high quality image, for example, if we want to post it online. But I already know that Jared is going to see that and go, okay, that's a really good point. I'm going to make it so people can download a high quality image, and that will probably be out this week, which there's the QR code there, which is super cool. It's super fast, responsive. These guys are on it and making sure that their product is working, and the user experience is really good. And it's a free product. Yeah. Like, this is a free product that enables Bitcoin into your website and helps to orange pill and onboard people. And you can use it on social profiles as well. Like I said, you've got that GetMash donation page, which I'm going to say the URL is a bit of a pain. But if you had a Vita page profile, it would make it super easy to add it there. I think that's it for...
It is. One last thing, I suppose, if you haven't voted for any of those people in Berlin, please go down and click on the link below. You'll be able to find it, and do send some zaps and stats to them, which would be really amazing. Because it is going to finish this Sunday.
And those sats are going to Berlin. Oh, yes. Good point, Nicki. Ending Sunday. Yeah. Do it.
Yeah. So we're not going to have to remind you again. So.
No. Now's the time to do it. Yes. Take action. And those sats are going to Berlin. So it's going to a good cause. Yeah. Awesome. Right. Something I forgot to mention that we both should be mentioning the whole way through. Please like and subscribe. Share this so more people know about it, especially if you think that our information is important. And one of the great things about this show is please ask questions now in the chat, because we're going to answer them at the end. So if you want to know anything about life in El Salvador or something about Bitcoin, please ask us. We get a lot of questions in the comments, which is super cool. Nicki goes through them and then says, hey James, this one's a technical one. We tag team in and out of the comments, which is really cool. Yeah. And we appreciate you guys watching, sharing, asking, stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So please like, share, comment right now, because we're coming up to stuff.
All right, Thursday. So we had some work catch up on, just due to the fact that we were very limited on our mobile data, and all of a sudden we had our internet working again, which is great. We also caught up with some local Bitcoiners here, and we had a bit of a meet-up in regards to discussing Bitcoin adoption opportunities, I suppose was the best thing to call it. So that was really good and quite exciting. And then we had some other Bitcoin friends round for dinner, which was really lovely. So yeah, so it was a bit of a work in the morning and then some socialising in the afternoon.
Yeah. That was a great evening actually. Yeah, it was super cool. Great to catch up with friends. Friday?
Yes.
Man, I'm doing a lot of reaching and I notice I'm popping out of the window every time I'm doing that. But it's all good. This is part of doing it live.
Doing it live. Okay.
Friday. Nicki had yoga. We got stuck into work. Nicki had a Spanish lesson.
Yes.
And again with Evelyn from the Bitcoin Berlin team. And
we had a beef better barbecue.
Yeah, which was really good.
Yeah. I didn't put the photo up.
It was didn't you? Oh, it didn't. I wish I'd taken a couple more photos. It was a Puso, yeah. Puso. A big piece of meat. It had a big fat cap on it. And when it got going, the fat started dripping off it. And then the whole thing just it was a ball of flames. It was pretty crazy.
Grilled.
Yeah.
Char grilled.
Flame grilled.
But it was good.
Pretty crazy.
It was good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good. It tasted good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Saturday went to the Mercados. Had our normal pupuseria wasn't there, so we went to a different one. So that was quite good.
Yeah.
Good to test it out and try it out. We then did a bit of cleaning up here, but went to our neighbours and just actually hung in their pool for an hour or two.
Yes.
It was good. It was nice. I felt like, yay, sunshine and water. It's really cool. Then we had another Bitcoin friend come round and she had lunch with us, and yeah, that was really nice to have a debrief and a catch up with her, and then a quiet night. So very chilled. We did ask a couple of stallholders, different stallholders, whether they'd accept Bitcoin at the Mercados, and there was definitely a no. They just laughed at us. So
yeah,
we did ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Sunday. We're doing Sunday.
Yeah, we're Sunday.
I want to come back to that in the outro actually. Sunday. We spent the day working. It's a bit of a catch-up day. It's a Monday in New Zealand. It's a Monday for one of my clients. So that's what happens. But we did make time to go for a swim at the beach, which was really good.
Yeah. And we did do an early morning beach walk. You will see some photos actually of us at the beach walk. Yeah.
Yes. And Nicki made some more soap.
I did. I made some more soap.
And yeah, that was largely it.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's have a look. We got Q&A session. Oh, awesome. We've got Q&As coming in. Awesome. We haven't had some good Q&As in a while. What I was going to say just before that was at the market. So I watched a really interesting interview with Preston Pish this weekend while I was doing something. I was listening to it in the background. And he talked about El Salvador. He hasn't been to El Salvador yet, but he really wanted to come and experience what was happening. And the adoption here, personally, I think people often have extreme experiences. They either have somebody who shows them everything they can do with Bitcoin, or they go out on their own and they have an experience where they feel like they can't do anything on Bitcoin. And I believe it's somewhere in between. I know it's not perfect, but it's I think there's some really cool things happening here, which aren't happening in normie countries.
Yep.
So, but there are other countries that are doing well anyway. Let's move on. We've got the Q&A.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
Do it.
Okay, frozen mementos. Now, you had a question last week, and I was going to bring it up this week. One of the things you were talking about was the temperature, because you're coming in September and you're wanting to know what the temperature's like. At the moment, the temperature's around 33 degrees. We're down at the beach. It is a lot hotter at the beach than what it is up the hill. Now, so last night it was 29 degrees. We were just about to go to bed. Up in Berlin, it was 16 degrees. So you can sort of see there's a real big difference. Now, September was really wet. Like, this rainy season hasn't kicked in like it did last year. So what happened is we would get the rain in the afternoon or evening, and it cooled everything down, whereas we're not getting that relief like we were. September, we actually had a week down in Punta Mango, and we were cold. We were quite surprised at how cold we were, but it was another funny front. We had rain every single day. It didn't stop raining. So It's really hard to tell. The temperature itself, I don't believe changes a huge amount. I think it's the mugginess in the air that changes. So in the summer, when the rainy season, I think it's a little bit more muggy, you're just dripping with sweat. Sort of December, January, maybe it's a little bit more peace, it's a little easier. And then it gets stinking dry, sort of hot about April. So I don't know if I've fully been able to answer your question. But yeah, there's and it's really hard because we haven't had the rains like we did. Like last year, we would be like it would be raining now.
Yeah.
So we just haven't had them as much at all. So I don't know. September, yes, it was a very wet month. So yeah.
The only times that it's gotten really cold is often when it rains. You get a front come through, thunder, lightning, torrential rain.
Yeah.
Otherwise, but it's not. It's short-lived. It's not like New Zealand where you got months of 0 degree mornings and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Hasn't been like that at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
And you've got a second question there, Frozen Mementos, about Bitcoin Cash. The short answer is no. I'd highly recommend just converting to Lightning or converting to standard Bitcoin, and then just put it on the Lightning network and use that. Trying to find someone who uses Bitcoin Cash is just going to be really, really hard. I don't know if maybe you're the person that also asked the question about Bitcoin Cash last week as well, but no, it's not really accepted. There's the odd retailer here which has an altcoin point of sale terminal, but it's few and far between. It's not the same. It's different.
And the experience of using the Lightning Network is so great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of what, the adopting is here in El Salvador. It's that ability to be able to, use the point of sale cards now, or the point of sale systems, and using the cards. And of
NFC cards?
Yeah, NFC cards, which we
here?
didn't, and things like that. So, or using your phone, and it's just so instant, so quick, and that's sort of what a really cool buzz is about getting.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only other thing would be possibly at Athena ATMs you could withdraw your Bitcoin Cash as cash. And I think the Athena ATMs charge a 4% fee, and I have no idea what the spread is like. But that would be the only other place that I'd sort of say you can use Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Bitcoin country. A large part of the network and the adoption is Bitcoin and Lightning. So, yeah.
I hope that helps.
Hopefully that helps. No more questions.
No more questions, no.
Wow, we're all regular, like, hey, we're here, yay.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
No.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Outro.
Outro. We're going to, we'll move it along. Let's do it. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you guys coming along, checking out our show. This was our 1 year show. 52 weeks. That's pretty crazy. We've been pretty excited about it coming out, but it seems like quite a milestone to turn up here every week, especially for 1 year. It's gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we started upstairs where it was outside. The noise up there has stopped a lot. Which is a massive change. Yeah. Part of the reason we do this at 4:35 is because that's when the builders stopped, but then they started working late to try and get the job finished. So that's why we're here downstairs. But it's cooler down here, which is a lot nicer. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. You can DM us on Twitter. Don't be fooled by scams on Twitter.
Please,
Yeah, please. There are people out there pretending to be us. They will contact you and say, hey, how's your trading going? Or, hey, I can't remember what the other one was.
And there's also, that's also on Instagram as well, too. So we do have people trying to get some money out of you as well. So,
there are impersonators. Sorry, that didn't move along to the outro. I'm pushing the wrong button. So, please don't be fooled by the scammers asking how your trading is going and signing up to crazy deals and things like that. We're not going to try and sign you up to a mining system or a trading system. it's not us.
No. And look, Frozen Mementos just come back in. I much appreciate your response. Yes, I asked last week. I'm new to cryptocurrency, and so I'm trying to get myself ready for my relocation to El Salvador. I'll definitely meet you guys the next few months. Okay.
Awesome.
Great stuff.
Yeah. If you're here, let us know.
Yes.
Yeah, the meetups are also a great place to meet other people. Monthly, there's 3 regulars now.
Yes.
Each month, amongst others around the city.
Yeah.
Felicidades! Congratulations on your 1-year anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, there was what you said about coming in
Meetups.
currency, and I'm trying to get myself ready for my relocation. Definitely, you guys. Sorry, Frozen Movements. It's gone out of my head what I was going to say.
It's okay. It'll come back in a moment.
Come back.
Join our newsletter tonight.
Yes.
I'm going to fill in our newsletter with all the goodies, put in all the meetups that are coming up, and join it, because then you can also go in the draw to win the free call with us if you'd like that. And you also have an opportunity to get our ebook and our package.
Yep.
And I think that's largely it.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this Sunday, don't forget that the Bitcoin Farmers Market is on in El Zonte, and you follow the signs. I think they have signs. It's on the same road as Mashante or Hope House. It's just down towards the beach. You'll see the people. But come along, there's a variety of different products that you can buy. You know, we've got meat, there's pork, there's chicken, there's
Cacao.
plants, there's cacao, there's going to be soap, there's beauty products, there's just heaps of things, and maybe the vegetables,
juice,
bread, the sourdough is amazing.
Hopefully high quality coffee again.
Yeah, coffee. We're really, come on, Jorge from Chorito Cafe.
Yeah.
Where are you? We're missing your coffee.
There's a local producer in El Zonte as well, which we haven't had his coffee.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we're waiting. And apparently he turned up the first week.
Yes.
So it'd be cool to see him again.
Absolutely.
Well, not for us the first time.
Yeah.
So,
now Frozen Mementos. I remember, if you're still there, what I was going to say was the My First Bitcoin Diploma.
Oh, yes.
I would recommend, if you're just getting in now to cryptocurrency Bitcoin, then look at the My First Bitcoin Diploma. It's really good. It's a 10-week lesson. You can do it. We've actually got it in our feed. We did it live. So
our YouTube playlists.
Yes.
So if you go to our YouTube channel, you can go to playlists, and you can find the My First Bitcoin Diploma. We literally read through it with you over 10 weeks, or it's about 10 hours, 11 hours if you do it with us. But you can speed it up and do it in less. And you can download the PDF for free. It's a really good introduction to why money is important, first and foremost, how Bitcoin works, how mining works, the security and everything like that, and how to do transactions and create a wallet.
So I really recommend that you maybe look into that. That'd be good.
Good thinking. Yeah.
Oh, Yolanda. Hello, guys. Do you think the president will again to keep the country secure in the foreseeable future?
Yeah, I believe he'll do his best.
Yeah. I mean, we've never spoken to the president, so we can't say firsthand, but he is definitely on a mission. He's on a mission to really create something of El Salvador, and it's quite amazing. You know, we were up in Berlin, and it was fine to be up in Berlin, to walk the streets at night, to, walk from dinner to the car, to, to our house, down to the park. It was not a problem at all. And then it was quite interesting because my niece in New Zealand, she is in the police force, and she was on one of her shifts, and that night she had 4 call outs of armed, needed the armed defenders. So, and that was, in one night, one shift. So you see hearing things like that. It's, things are changing. Yeah.
I mean, it's still in El Salvador. You wouldn't want to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, like any major place around the world. It's not, but I think it's probably safer here than it is in a lot of places at the moment, just because of the actual fear of the repercussions, because the country is still in basically a state of martial law, which means that if you push the boundaries of what the government is doing, there's a good chance you will end up in prison. And so just common sense. I know that's a really probably not a great sentence, because it's just don't go to dangerous areas. Don't be drunk and things like that. There's a lot of safe areas in El Salvador where as long as you're not doing anything crazy, you'll be okay. Frozen Memento. I literally started the Bitcoin diploma because of you guys. Oh, awesome.
Brilliant.
And started watching it with you through your channel episode, lesson 1 down. That is so cool.
Great.
Thanks for using it.
Yes.
Let us know any feedback or anything.
Yeah. If you've got any questions, please reach out.
Yep.
Yeah. You can DM us on Twitter. So please do that.
We answer a lot of questions for people. Happy to do it. I mean, we use the seed signer.
This weekend was fun. Well, this weekend. Yeah, it was this weekend.
Yeah.
Did a lot of playing with the seed signer and rejigging some bits and pieces. It was a good experience for me because the seed signer was something that James had always worked on and I was working on it and I really enjoyed it. It was really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we do fun stuff like playing with other wallets. At the moment, I've actually got a wallet called BitKit, which is a self-custody wallet, which I've been playing with. I'd love to talk about it more, but I am waiting for them to fix an issue. So I won't be talking about it until we've done that. But, I mean, we are active in the community, testing stuff, real-life environment, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So hopefully our knowledge is useful.
Yeah. Okay. And there was one other thing that happened this Friday, too, that we didn't mention. We weren't actually here, and I know we're meant to be shutting off. We didn't actually go to it, but Jeremy from Escape to El Salvador had his first Bitcoin monthly meetup. So he's going to, at the first Friday of every month, he's going to, at the Bitcoin Embassy, which is his home, he has opened it up for people to come and meet up and get together. Now, so he will have that again on the first Friday of September. We had decided not to go. We'd had a bit of a burnout. We needed to sort of disconnect for a bit.
We didn't go to the Bitcoin Beach, my first Bitcoin, or Jeremy's, which was the Bitcoin Embassy. Yeah. We had a chill couple of weeks at home after Berlin. Yeah.
So, but looking forward to actually going and checking that out too. Yeah. So, if you're in El Salvador, make sure you do check those events out, and you will get all those events on our newsletter that will come out tomorrow morning. So if you haven't signed up for that, do sign up for that.
Do it now.
And I'm
gonna shout out Bitwage as well. I'm wearing the Bitwage shirt. We actually use this service. We use it to live on our Bitcoin standard. If you've got an Airbnb somewhere in the world, or you're going to move here, in fact, what you can do is you can actually have your wages paid to a bank account and receive Bitcoin, which is what we do. So we have a client pay wages or contract work that we earn. We earn contract work paid into a US dollars into a US dollar bank account, and we receive Bitcoin. Yep. And that's why we are forced to live on the Bitcoin standard in a good way, in a positive way. We want to be on the Bitcoin standard, and we save sats. And it's but this service, Bitwage, they can enable you to get there sooner and faster. And they do splits, where if you only want to receive a percentage as Bitcoin and a percentage as stablecoin or dollars, you can. Yep. Is that it?
That's it.
We're done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys tuning up.
And week 52, that's amazing. It's a whole year.
I know. We're starting year 2. It's pretty exciting. Thanks, guys.
See ya.